Coming up on Good Morning Texas, we take a look at a celebration for our veterans
We get the details of the Mac and Cheese Festival.
and how UT students feel about Thanksgiving.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas. Good morning, Texas. I'm Isabel Miller.
And I'm Erin Chansey. Welcome to Good Morning Texas this morning on it. It's a great morning. Lots of morning talk, you know. So how excited are you for Thanksgiving?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm excited to see my friends, my family, Black Friday, of course,
Absolutely.
and obviously the food. How about you?
You know, gotta do lots of shopping. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get to see my family. I'll get to see my mom. I'll get to see my dogs, which is, you know, high priority.
Very important.
High priority. You know, gotta get some dog cuddles in there. I do wish I could see, you know, more of my family. My siblings all live in different states. I'd love to get to see my brother, and he's actually a veteran, so you know, we were
Nice.
appreciating him this past weekend.
That's awesome. Well, one of the hot topics this presidential election was Veterans Affairs and Benefits. With Veterans Day taking place last weekend, reporter Jillian Gayer went out to see what the Texas Military Forces Museum did to celebrate American holiday.
Each Veterans Day at Camp Mabry, about 40 uniformed actors recreate an epic battle during World War II to commemorate veterans of all wars. Event Commander Jeff Hunt says the reenactment helps bring the past to life.
They can see the uniforms. They can hear these weapons fire. They can feel the earth shake as a Sherman tank rumbles by.
Audience members of all ages say the event was both entertaining and informative.
The tanks, the men, the weapons, everything is just awesome.
It kind of gives you the goosebumps.
For some families, this was just an educational weekend activity, but other people connect with the sacrifices of American troops in a very real way.
It's about my brothers and the time they spent away from home.
Vietnam vet John Eli was wounded in combat multiple times. He says he's volunteered with the museum for 12 years to honor the soldiers serving overseas today.
They're going through a lot. I think in some ways maybe a lot more than I did.
After the demonstration, there was a moment of silence before children scattered across the battlefield to meet the actors and scavenge for souvenirs. But Hunt says there's symbolic meaning as well.
At the end of our reenactment, everybody gets up, stands in front of the crowd, basically takes a bow. At the end of a real battle, there were going to be all kinds of men who were never going to get up from this field ever again.
The Texas Military Forces Museum plans to put on the show again during Memorial Day weekend next year. Jillian Gayer, Good Morning Texas.
We're so sorry about those technical difficulties there, but you know, you got to see a little bit of it, and it's so awesome that Jillian got to go to that festival. It was really cool.
Yeah, she was telling me about it. It seemed really cool. I wish I could have been there.
Yeah,
But you know,
absolutely.
I was celebrating something else this weekend. I was actually celebrating mac and cheese at the Austin Mac and Cheese Festival.
Oh,
It was
man.
very cool.
Yeah, I mean, festival attendees were going crazy for those numerous flavors the festival had to offer. And, you know, our very own Isabel Miller was there this weekend at the first annual Austin Mac and Cheese Festival.
We're here at the Austin Mac and Cheese Festival, where there's tons of companies trying to promote their mac and cheese and say that their mac and cheese is the best. We have mac and cheese brisket, we have mac and cheese with chicken, mac and cheese with garlic. We have everything here, and it's incredible how people go crazy for this mac and cheese.
The first annual Austin Mac and Cheese Festival, hosted by Austin Food Magazine, was hosted at the historic Scoot Inn last Sunday, November 13th. Throughout the day, guests voted for their favorite mac and cheese to win the competition.
I don't know, mac and cheese is just my favorite food, and I thought this would be such a fun way to try all the different types of mac and cheese. Why do you think yours is the best one here?
I tasted it. It's so delicious.
Vendors of all types participated in the festival. Some were approached by Austin Food Magazine, while others found out about the event through social media.
They actually approached me about coming and doing the event here with them. Nova, the restaurant I work for, is well known for its mac and cheese.
I think I saw the event on Facebook and then we're immediately like, yes, we can do it.
vendors and guests are optimistic and eager for the festival to return in upcoming years.
I think so. It was so popular. I know it's sold out rather quickly, so I think they're going to keep doing it.
I think it's great. This is honestly one of the best days of the whole year for me, so I want them to do it every year.
That mac and cheese was just so delicious. I ate
man.
so much of it. I was about to pass out afterwards from eating so much.
I'm so jealous. Probably not about the passing out part, but you know, I love mac and cheese, so I really wish I could have gone. It seemed like a lot of fun.
So good. But there's nothing to be jealous about. You're gonna eat so much food at Thanksgiving.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I'm super excited. You know, we're gonna have some pumpkin pie, some not mac and cheese, oh man, but now I've got mac and cheese on the mind. Some pumpkin pie, some mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Mom, I know you're watching. Can we please have 2 pumpkin pies? Yeah, but you know, what are you excited for Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm definitely excited to be home in my own bed. That'll be great. I love my bed at home. And then also excited for Black Friday. I'm actually working on Black Friday this year, and my hours are like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. It's crazy, but yeah, very excited for that. And speaking of Thanksgiving, it's right around the corner, and UT students are getting excited for the holiday food and fun. Reporter Jessica Taylor went on campus to find out what students are most thankful for.
Thanksgiving food or side dish? Hands down, either stuffing or pecan pie, because they're just the best. So, and the stuffing has to be like out, it's like separate from the bird. You can't have it inside; it's just not as good.
I mean, it goes really well with everything, mashed potatoes and turkey. So definitely green bean casserole.
Oh, sweet potatoes with brown sugar and marshmallows.
Pecan pie, probably. Yeah.
If you could have 3 people at your Thanksgiving table, who would they be?
Okay, I definitely invite Blake Lively. I gotta invite Blake Lively.
Blake Lively, Thomas Jefferson, and my grandmother who died a year ago.
My geology professor, because there's something weird there, but like he's really entertaining.
What are you most thankful for this holiday?
I'm probably most thankful for like these first couple months of school going so well, like keeping my grades up while like juggling like social life and stuff.
Definitely my family and the amazing friends that I've made while I've been here.
And last question, do you have any Black Friday plans?
Stay home. That is dangerous. People die. I'm not leaving. No, I have never done Black Friday, and I never plan on it.
And Jessica will actually be back with your top news stories and a look at this week's weather forecast when we come back.
Stay here for more Good Morning Texas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We have Jessica Taylor in our News and Weather Center this morning. What is the latest in news, Jessica?
President-elect Donald Trump and his cabinet appointments are being referred to as an internal knife fight. Trump officially named Reince Priebus his chief of staff and Steve Bannon, the leader of Breitbart News, his chief strategist. Other possible appointments are Rudy Giuliani or John Bolton as Secretary of State, but we won't know for sure until later this week. Amid the recent presidential election, President Fenves sent an email to UT students. President Fenves' statement says that while the university cannot comment on the election results, they will continue to foster an inclusive environment on campus. Fenves continued that starting today, the Student Activity Center will have a wall on which students can share their emotions by Post-it notes. Fenves stressed that UT will support students who feel they are being targeted. Stargazers waited patiently to see the latest supermoon Monday night. The moon had not been this close to the Earth since 1948, nearly 70 years ago. The moon appeared to be its biggest and brightest around 9 a.m. yesterday. If you missed it, don't worry, you can catch the next supermoon in 2034.
Thanks, Jessica. Wow, that supermoon looks so cool. I can't imagine how big it was. Did you stay up to watch it?
It was awesome. I actually had a meeting with my professor yesterday, so I was up at 9 and, you know, I kind of looked around a little bit so I could find it. It was just beautiful. It was so cool to see. Did you see the video in like New York? There was a plane that flew across it and it just looked so cool.
That is awesome. I'm so jealous I didn't stay up to watch it. It must have been a really cool experience.
It was so pretty. It was super bright. You know, speaking of things in the sky, how's the weather looking this week, Jessica?
Well, we might be getting ready for Thanksgiving break, but it looks like the temperature is still not back from summer vacation quite yet. We have a sunny week ahead of us for the most part, with today's high of 87 and low of 59. Thursday, we can expect another warm day with a high of 81. Friday, we can see a chance of rain in the later part of the evening with a high around 70 and a low of 44. Saturday and Sunday, we can expect a slight temperature drop with highs in the mid-60s and lows in the 40s.
Thanks, Jessica.
Don't go anywhere. After this break, we're coming back with the men of Texas Blazers. And we're back with one of our favorite segments, UT Helps, where we highlight students around UT doing amazing work in the world. Today we have a few people from Texas Blazers. So do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jimmy Yoder.
Hi, I'm Nahal Dhamani.
And I'm Afshan Irani.
Awesome. So what do you guys do for Texas Blazers? You know, what does Blazers do for the community?
Yeah, so we're a spirit and service organization. Our main focus is service. We do a lot of work with different people around the community, whether it's the women's settlement home downtown, or our main one is Eastside High School.
Okay.
One of the founders of Blazers went there, and one of his main goals was to give back to that high school and help the privileged children make sure that they can get an education and, you know, go on to do great things. So we do a lot of work there. And then as new guys, each semester they're tasked with creating and implementing a service project, usually aimed at helping different kinds of people. And this semester, we've decided to help refugees in Austin.
Awesome, awesome. So can one of you guys kind of describe a little bit more about that program? I understand it's called Drive to Provide. Do y'all want to describe that a little for us?
Yeah, so Drive to Provide basically had 2 phases, and last week was phase 1, where we were fundraising through Cheap Lunch at West Mall, and we actually raised quite a bit of money that's going to go directly to Refugee Services of Texas and Caritas of Austin.
Awesome, awesome.
And this week, we're actually having a Drive to Provide, where we come out to you and get the items. So you just fill out a form if you have any of the items. So we're collecting cleaning supplies, hygiene supplies, food supplies, and we just come out to you if you fill out a form, and we take care of everything, so there's no hassle for you to bring stuff out to us.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I stopped by Cheap Lunch last week, got myself a hot dog, some chips, and I'll be donating this week, so I'm really excited. It's so cool that you guys are doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, how much more time do we have? Like, what are the time frames? How do we go about that process?
So the Drive to Provide ends at the end of this week, and that is the portion where we are going out to your respective apartments and houses in Western North Campus and picking up items from you. And towards the future, we're looking at getting more involved with Refugee Services of Texas and helping them learn English, teaching them how to do their taxes, and that's something Blazers is taking on as an initiative next semester. So that's something we're really looking forward to.
Awesome. And so this question's kind of a more fun question, but what are y'all's favorite parts about being in Blazers? You know, getting to contribute to the community, getting to be a part of that spirit organization.
So for me personally, I think it's all the people. I think it's got an amazing group of people, and every meeting I go to, I'm just reminded of it, and it's really fun to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, the brotherhood aspect is great, but also it provides us like an outlet to actually do good and do things that matter, and I feel like I didn't have that before Blazers.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the people in it are just absolutely incredible. You have a group of guys that are willing to go out and just volunteer as much as they can with no back incentive whatsoever. They just truly care about helping the community, and it's just a really great environment and atmosphere, and they're all so welcoming and nice.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we're so grateful to have a group like you guys on campus, you know, just contributing as much as you can. It's something we need more of in the world, we feel like sometimes. So, but guys, thank you so much for coming out. We know it's early in the morning, but we really appreciate you guys.
For having us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And so, you know, stay tuned for the rest of the show. We're going to have the cutest cupcakes in the land here on Good Morning Texas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We have Haley Schuster with us this morning to give us some cupcake decorating tips for Thanksgiving holidays. So what are we going to do today?
Today we are going to decorate some actually pretty simple turkey cupcakes. You really only have to use one sort of tip for the whole thing. They're all round. And I'm going to get started on showing you how to decorate 2 of them.
Awesome.
All right, so first you're going to grab your red bag. Like I said, all these tips are round. You can grab them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to start doing a half circle of the feathers.
How long have you been decorating cupcakes for?
I've been decorating cupcakes for about 6 years now.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a little while.
Yeah, these are awesome. Very impressed.
What kind of got you into like baking and all that?
I would say my mom. I've been baking for a long time, but I didn't start decorating until early high school. But yeah, my mom is a super great cook, and she kind of inspired me to start doing this.
That's awesome. I'm a sucker for brownies. That's what I bake at home.
Yeah.
I can do anything. Oh my God, it's so quick and easy.
Yeah, it's really not that difficult. It's the same stroke for the whole entire cupcake.
I'm sure it's not difficult for you, but it may be difficult for me.
Try to do that, and it's just going to be a mess.
I mean, it definitely takes some practice. That's why you have 12 of them. So yeah. Also, just add character. You know, they can be kind of funky.
No, everyone is special.
Yeah. So right now I'm using a number 8 tip, and I'm just gonna clear the tip for the orange and then start the same exact thing with feathers on the inside.
How many tips are there?
I'm using about 4 right now, but you could probably cut one of them out and use 3. It's really just like small, medium, and large hole openings. So.
Do you just do turkeys for Thanksgiving, or like
You can
you do a pilgrim?
anything.
Wow.
I mean, I have to think on it. But I can probably do a pilgrim, yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be so cute. Just tiny little person.
Yeah. All right, and then last round of feathers.
Yeah, I know I tried to get into some cupcake stuff. Decorating looks so much easier than it is.
Yeah.
I wish I was that artsy.
I mean, it's definitely, I haven't been doing this for a while, so it's taken a while to get where I am with these turkeys. But yeah, I mean, it's still fun for me.
So easy and simple. You make it look so easy, but I bet if I tried doing one of these, it would just not
Well, I
look
have
like
an extra
that.
cupcake, so if you want to try it, you're welcome.
We'll just have a very,
Cupcake Wars.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh man, I'm a sucker for that show. It's a lot of fun.
I'm a sucker for all those baking shows.
Oh yeah, me
They
too.
do it incredible. You
I
should go
wanna-
on one.
I applied, girl. I applied. Like right when I figured out what they were, I was like, Food Network?
Definitely. Is this something maybe you'd want to do like in future, either working in a bakery or running your own?
Absolutely. I actually do kind of run my own business out of my apartment right now.
Cool.
I kind of sell to repeat customers, friends, family, but I've been doing that for about 6 years.
Oh wow.
Cool.
So, yeah, I actually have an Instagram. So,
What's the
is
Instagram
it?
handle?
I'll tell you. It is Cakes by Hayshu, so at Cakes by and then HAYSHU.
Awesome.
All right, and then I'm gonna throw a
Finishing touches.
a gobble on it and
Gobble,
be
gobble.
done. All right, did you want to
Let's see.
try one?
Well, let's see. Let's do this. Can we get a close up on this? This is just beautiful. I could never do this. All right, let's see if it tastes as good as it looks.
Crossing my fingers.
All
This is the
right.
moment of truth. This is the only part that matters.
All right. Definitely a winner.
Good.
It's
That's what I like to hear.
delicious. Oh my God, I almost didn't want to eat it because it was so pretty.
Hopefully it doesn't taste like turkey.
It does not. It tastes definitely like a cupcake.
Thank
Good.
goodness.
So good and delicious.
Oh man.
Well, thank you so much for being with us
Yeah, no
today.
problem.
This was so much fun. I'm going to go home and try this, but it probably won't look like these. But be sure to keep up with us on Twitter and Snapchat throughout the week. You can follow us both on Good Morning TX. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Isabel Miller.
And I'm Erin Chansey. Have a great Wednesday and a happy Thanksgiving.
This was so good.
Awesome.